This is the AIP agent testing interface. On the left, you see the chat panel where you type queries. On the right, you see the agent's tool calls. Every time it queries the ontology or prepares to execute an action, you can see exactly what it is doing under the hood. This transparency is critical for debugging and for building trust in the agent's recommendations. In production, end users see only the chat panel, but as the developer, you always have access to the full tool trace. Type "Show me all open HVAC jobs" in the chat panel. The agent will use query objects with SQL to find capstone maintenance job objects where category equals HVAC and status is not completed. Watch the tool trace on the right. You will see the SQL query it generated and the results it received. The agent should respond with a formatted list of HVAC jobs including job ID, property address, priority, and current status. This tests that the agent's ability to translate natural language into structured queries against your ontology. Now type "Who is the best technician for job J007340001?" The agent should first look up the job to determine its category and location, then query available technicians, and reason about trade match, workload, and distance. Watch it chain multiple tool calls together. First a query for the job details, then a query for technicians with matching trades. The response should explain its reasoning. Tech 003 is the best fit because they specialize in HVAC, have only 2 active jobs, and are located 5 miles from the property. For the final test, type "Assign Tech 003 to job J007340005. Because your system prompt requires confirmation, the agent should respond with something like, "I will assign technician Tech 003 to job J007340005 and change the status to scheduled. Would you like me to proceed?" Type "Yes" to confirm. The agent will call the capstone assign technician action, and you will see the action execution in the tool trace. Verify the change by checking the job in Object Explorer. Its technician ID should now be Tech 003 and status should be scheduled. Now let us build automation rules. Search for Automate in the left sidebar and open it. Click Create New Rule. Automate rules are event-driven. They watch for changes in your ontology and execute actions when conditions are met. Unlike the AIP agent, which requires human interaction, Automate rules run silently in the background. We will create 2 rules, one for SLA, escalation for high-priority jobs, and one for emergency routing. Configure the first rule's trigger condition. Select objects modified in a set and choose capstone maintenance job as the object type. Add 2 filters. Priority equals high and status equals new. This means the rule will fire whenever a maintenance job is modified or created that has high priority and is still in new status. The timing filter is important. You can set it to evaluate immediately or after a delay. For SLA escalation, you might add a 4-hour delay so the rule fires only if a high priority job stays in new status for too long. Configure the rule's effect. Select the capstone update job status action and map the parameters. Set the new status to escalated. You can also add a notification effect to alert the operations manager via email or Slack. The effect section supports multiple actions. They execute in sequence when the rule fires. For our demo, the status update is sufficient. In production, you will chain it with notifications, dashboard alerts, and possibly an automatic technician assignment. Renew the summary page before creating the automation. It shows the rule name, trigger condition, filters, and effects in a clear format. Verify that the object type, filters, and action mappings are all correct. Click Create Automation to save and activate the rule. The rule is now live. Any capstone maintenance job that matches the conditions will be automatically escalated. You can pause or edit the rule later from the Automate dashboard. Always review the summary carefully. A misconfigured rule can cause unintended changes across your entire dataset. Create a second rule for emergency routing. Set the trigger to objects add to a set with capstone maintenance job filtered by priority equals emergency. The effect should execute the capstone assign technician action, automatically assigning the nearest available technician. In our demo, we hardcode a default emergency technician ID. In production, you should use a function-backed action that calculates the optimal technician based on location and availability. This rule ensures that emergency jobs are never sitting unassigned. They get routed instantly when they enter the system.